over the Middle Township Panthers in the Sterling Lady Knights, and we'll get into round 2 against either Cedar Creek or Pleasantville. First, we got Abby D'Annunzio up. How are you doing after a wonderful win?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Feeling a little bit of pressure after seeing a pretty back and forth last game.
Oh, yeah.
My first initial prediction was 3-1 y'all, so I got a little worried that was going to come true. I didn't want it to come true. I wanted to sweep, but
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking when I saw the whole records and everything. But the main comparison we made between the teams was divisional issues throughout the regular season. Only 3 wins in the division. It was a lot of more challenging for you guys than it was for them.
Oh, yeah.
That mentality of knowing you guys had the harder division going into this game, did that benefit you guys at all?
I think it benefited us for sure. Going into this game, we had to think about that. So knowing that we played the harder teams, I felt like we had a really good chance.
Now, going into the next game, obviously it's a lot more challenging. You probably will have an away game to Cedar Creek.
Yeah.
Preparing yourself for that, what's that got to be mentally?
I think we just got to really work hard, make sure our passes are up, our serves are in, and work together.
There was a lot less miscues than we saw in some regular season games throughout this game. There's a lot of good synergy from player to player. While you're out there, can you feel the difference from regular season to less mistakes here?
Definitely.
It's good. I mean, it's a lot more noticeable on here as well, and I'm really proud of what the team has done.
Me
You
too.
guys have done especially, and I'm excited to hear more about it as the next games goes on. Hopefully we get more interviews going on. Thank you so
Hopefully.
much
Thank you
for
so
coming
much,
on.
Max.
Next we got Skylar Anderson, the most assists on the team. We did some stats earlier, not including this game. The team without you only has 40 assists. How do you feel about that stat line?
That makes me feel very proud of myself because I only set like a little bit freshman and like a little bit junior year. So like getting back into it, I feel really proud of myself for like just jumping in, going right at it.
Now, speaking of freshman, sophomore, and junior years, there's a lot of players that are in that state right now that are going to be under you that you are currently leading. How much, not only pride in them for having them grow as players like Ariana Margaret, who was already good but is getting even better, but also knowing that you have that leadership role, going into practice every day, into every game, how do you feel up in the mental?
It's a lot. It's a little bit of pressure put onto you. You want to be great and you want to be a great example for them. So on your off days where your mood is a little bit worse, you just have to put that aside and, show these girls what it means to be a leader and just put pride and ego aside and just be a good example. Yeah.
I'm going to boost the ego a little bit, though, because that jump serve that you have had for a while, where did that come to be? Because it's such a successful serve that you have,
Thank
but
you.
where did it come from? What got you into doing that?
Well, for a while, freshman year, I had a good serve then, but I kept hitting it out a lot. And so to take off power on it, I started jump serving, and it ended up being really good, so I just stuck with it.
I mean, it's worked wonders for the team and for you as a player. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. And lastly, her first interview, Ella Teasdale. How are you feeling?
Good. How about you?
I'm feeling great. It was a wonderful win. Obviously, you had a lot of good impacts. You had a lot of times where you were serving over and over. You were the first person to serve each game. How does that feel with that responsibility to start off, set the pace?
Well, I just know that it's important to get my first serve in because missing the first serve, it's just important to have it. So I just know that it doesn't have to be that hard. It just needs to be in. So that's what I focus on.
Now, this being only your first few years being into this program, especially on varsity, having all the talent you do, this being a pretty important first playoff run for you to be a part of, what's the mindset going into each game knowing each game matters in the playoff setting?
I try to just control what I can and do my personal best and not worry about anything else because if I know that I'm doing my best, I'm doing all that I can and I just have to hope that my team does the same.
Now, speaking on the team, your role in the team, I don't know the positions by name, but it's an important one. And you've played a really important role throughout the season and throughout these 3 games here. Can you feel your presence when you're on and off the court? Can you analyze it in a way where you know, if I was here I could have done this or I should have done this better? What's your analytical mindset when you look back at each game?
So I just try to shake off my mistakes and stuff because I know that it's important to not get in your head. And so I just try to get better each time and I try to learn from the seniors last year and seniors this year because I know that I still have a few more seasons, but this is my last season with them. So I try to learn as much as I can from them.
We see it every game. We see the improvements. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It's a great first interview. Lovely post game. A lot of great interviews. We're going to send it back to Gavin Murphy at the desk to close this one out. I've been Max Zubak after some lovely insight on the game.